Now, guys, this is how I started my trip. This was the receipt from Nairobi. And now you can see there I am in a matatu. A matatu is the public transportation in Kenya. And now we are destined to Namanga. Remember the other day I had done an audio of my trip experience to Tanzania, Arusha. Now today it's the video of it, and yeah, this is how the journey was, and it was swift. And here we've just bypassed Kitengela, and I loved the Kitengela Plains. These are the Kitengela Plains. It's a vast land, and you run kilometers towards Kajiado. So guys, yeah, this was almost now Tanzania. I started viewing some Odonyo Sabuk. I think it's called Donyo Sabuk Mountains, and this is still Kenya. This is where the beauty of Kenya begins. Guys, if you would want to tour, please make just a stop and decide to tour Kenya in towards the border of Tanzania. Kenya is very beautiful at this point. I'm sorry I tilted the camera here. And there's something I loved about Kenya at this point. It's so mountainous and very beautiful. Now I'm at the border of Namanga. You see guys, this is Namanga town, and it's a very beautiful place. In fact, the scenery here is amazing. It's breathtaking. Yeah, you can see this is only the part of it. I haven't gone to customs yet. That is custom, the red houses over there. And there's this post now when you're going to the immigration, tells you welcome to Tanzania. Namanga stop border post. So guys, this is Namanga, and those mountains are the Donyo Sabuk mountains in Kenya, and this other side is Tanzania. And that was me. That was the outfit of the day, and now I'm in the migration, and this is the Tanzanian shillings. The exchange was 1,000 Kenya currency is 18,000 Tanzanian shilling. I'm confusing because our currency is in shillings. Now this is the 10,000, that is the 2,000. And now I'm at the matatu again. Now I'm boarding for Arusha. Guys, this is now the Tanzanian side, and they are very organized. You see the umbrellas are on the line. The vendors do it in line. I just love the way Tanzanians are very organized, guys. These are their border borders. The border borders are the motorcycle riders. And now we are now on queue. We are on a traffic jam. We are almost bound to start. That is the Kenyan side. I loved the Kenyan side because of those mountains. I'm one person, I love anything to do with a mountain. And if you follow my videos so closely, you may find that there is a part I posted about the Tororo Mountains. This is a travel vlog. Now we've just embarked on the journey to Arusha, Tanzania. I'm sorry guys, it's in the morning. My voice is somehow hoarse. And the journey now has embarked. We've passed the immigration. It was difficult to take photos in the migration because it's not allowed. So that little clip I posted behind this video when it started is the little thing I saw. So guys, these are the vast land. You drive kilometers and kilometers. You can see a market. You can see a house. It's just, I don't know if it was a forest before. I don't know. And Tanzania is green. You can see there's plenty of rain. They are blessed, totally blessed. So guys, this is Tanzania. We drove kilometers and kilometers. It's vast land, both sides. And this is how they carry. Something I didn't like with Tanzania is overloading. Guys, they overload. Children sit at the front, and this is Maltisa, the roadblock of all roadblocks. I tell you, Tanzania is strict. They don't take bribes. Yeah, and if you don't have the ID card or the passport, they pull you out of the vehicle. Those police don't take bribes. Now we just stopped over, we were pulled over. Now they have released us to go after thorough checking of the vehicle in and out, all passengers to identify themselves. And this reminds me of many years I ever produced an identification card at a roadblock. So it happened in Tanzania, and I think it reminded me of history long before. So guys, we've drove almost for 2 hours. Those were the first houses we saw and the other police post. And we are still driving. We are still going. We are still going. You can imagine the vast land. Can you see that post of electricity? This is electricity from Ginger. And the weather was very cloudy and it was very hot. Guys, now we are starting to see some houses. That gives me hope that we are almost to Arusha, Tanzania. Yeah, those were houses now. At least you could see people walking on the road. You could see motorbikes. And it was beautiful. It was very beautiful. This was now the first market after 2 hours. This was the first shopping center after 2 hours of driving. Guys, you can imagine now we are ushering Arusha, Tanzania. I asked my seatmate and I told her, are we almost? Then she told me, the moment you see this kind of mountains, you will definitely know now you are entering Arusha, Tanzania. So guys, the journey was long. By this point, it was around 2.5 hours on the road. From Namanga to Arusha is 109.7 kilometers. And yeah, I just love the sceneries. The place is beautiful. Guys, if you are a YouTuber, please, I would advise you to visit Tanzania through Namanga. Then you'll see the beauty of earth in Tanzania and Kenya. God was faithful. This is where the Maasai are mostly found because of their grazing. They are nomads, so they move from place to place. And this is the center of Maasais, the Borans in Kenya and Tanzania. And little did I know that Tanzania has a lot of Maasais than Kenya. So guys, literally, I think they shifted from Tanzania to Kenya because Tanzania has plenty of them. Look at that mountain, guys. Their roads are very smooth. Those are farms. They're preparing their farms for another season next year for planting. They have plenty of rains. This was now another second shopping center. Yeah, it's kind of developed. You don't see those skyscraper stories. Tanzania has just normal housing. I'm told it is it's a volcanic place long before they used to experience volcanoes. Look at their farms. Look at their homes. They are scattered. There's no much congestion in Tanzania shopping centers like in Kenya. You find every 20 minutes there is a shopping center. Tanzania is different. Now, guys, look at that. From this point, I saw like we were now entering Arusha. Tanzania is beautiful, girls. Guys, I would wish you to visit. Just make a visit. That was the first storied house I saw. and it gave me a feeling that now we are entering town. Tanzanians are very friendly. They are very disciplined. There's a car bazaar. Is it a car bazaar or what? Yeah, it's a car bazaar. And that was the second storied house I saw. I noticed that Tanzania doesn't build taller buildings. The maximum or minimum is 5-storied house. So yeah, we were now entering Arusha, Tanzania. We are still far from it, and a lot of bridges, a lot of rivers. Yeah, this is now Arusha, guys. I think we are now entering Arusha. It was my first time trip and I enjoyed it. I left some worries at the border. And this is an old building. I think the owner began building it and he ran out of funds and it stopped. When you look at it from the camera, you see it's like new, but it's old. The walls have even changed color. So guys, we are still running. I've just woken up. Wherever you're watching from, please watch to the end. Subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and share. I'm taking you through Tanzania. Tanzania is East Africa. There's no visa to enter Tanzania. Yeah. Now that's a high school you see in various colors. I didn't like the colors, but literally it's a high school. And now we are getting into town slowly. The town develops from quite a distance. That's why you see we break off from houses, we break into forests like that. There's also landscape. Is it called what? The land sinks sometimes in Tanzania. I think their soil is very porous, and that's why they don't have skyscrapers mostly. Look at their houses. The iron sheets are very old, and they're just flat houses. I think this is the 3rd-storied house. You see, they're not very tall. It continues like that. Yeah, this is now the first line. Now we've reached town, and their mobile subscriber is Tigo. The network is called Tigo. And now this is at the center of Arusha. Now we are negotiating a corner. You see, that is Tigo. In Kenya, we use Safaricom. In Uganda, they use MTN. Now, guys, the journey was good. Now, I think we are now going back home. I boarded now to reverse, going back to the border Namanga again. And in the farthest end, you can see some little rains. I think that was Namanga now. And the secret I saw is going to Arusha is slopey and returning to Namanga is hilly. So these are the vast plains where the Maasais graze their cows, their goats, their sheep. And yeah, what I enjoyed most is seeing these plains and the mountains. The market area, I didn't do any photography because I was a stranger. I feared for myself because they would pounce on me. You see goats, sheep alongside the road. And I was in a matatu, the public vehicle, driving. Look at their roads. It's very straight. Very straight. And that was our lady driver. Yeah, this girl is perfect on driving. Now guys, after which we now entering Namanga border. See how Namanga is beautiful, guys. It's just cute and beautiful. I love the arrangements at the border of Namanga than Busia and Malaba and Congo and Rwanda. Namanga is the most beautiful one. Now we've reached customs. Those red tall buildings are customs. And the farthest end of the camera is the Kenyan mountains. I love nature so much. That's why I like taking mountains. So guys, after which I reached in the house, it reminded me of this carrier bag that I bought from Tanzania. It's written on Kilimanjaro. Our Kenyan bags are very light and they don't have any prints on them. But the Tanzanians ones are very thick and strong. And I also bought some bottled water from Tanzania for remembrance. And their water is the Kilimanjaro springs. I tasted the water, it was really nice, and that is the mountain Kilimanjaro drawn on the bottle. So guys, these are memories that will not depart from me, and above all, I had to buy a dress for myself. I bought it. I saw that Tanzanians are selling very cheap clothes. This cloth in Kenya is 2,500 Kenya currency. But in Tanzania's currency, it was 25,570, which I converted into the Kenyan shilling. It was 1,420. And guess what? I gave out 1,300 because I didn't have the 100. It's a match and mix. And these are the documents I used to cross over. You must attain your yellow fever before you get to Tanzania. And that is my East African passport. How do you like it, guys? Thank you for watching with me. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Bye.